Is this thing on? What do you think? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? I've got some music for you, and it's really gone. But is this thing on? We're on? Did you call me a moron? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yes. Okay. Hey, everybody. It's time for the Monday edition of Music du Jour. And I'm vamping a B-flat 6 chord on my ukulele right now. There it is. I'm going to sing a song for you that I didn't think I would be doing again because I did it so many times I retired it for a long time. But things being as they are in this crazy world, I needed something I could just plug in and do and not have to worry about whether I knew it. So here we go. Well, first you say you will, and then you won't. Then you say you do, and then you don't. Undecided now, what are you gonna do? Gonna do. Now you wanna play, and then it's no. When you say you stay, that's when you go. You're undecided now, what are you gonna do? Gonna do. I've been sitting on a fence and it don't make sense. You keep me in suspense and you know it. Promise to return, and when you don't, I'm really burned. I guess I'll never learn and I'll show it. If you got a heart, and if you're kind, don't keep us apart. Make up your mind. You're undecided now. What are you gonna do? Ooh, ooh, ooh. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 la da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Ba da 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 dum da 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 da. Ba da 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 la da 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 la da 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 da. La da 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 da. La 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 da 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 da. Ba do 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 da 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 do da. Bum ba da do da 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 da. Bum ba da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. First you say you will, then you don't. Then you say you will, and then you won't. You're undecided now. Oh, what are you gonna do? Ooh, ooh, ooh. And now you want to play, and then it's no. When you say you stay, that's when you go. You're undecided now. Oh, what are you gonna do? Gonna do. I've been sitting on a fence and it don't make sense. Keep me in suspense and you know it. You promise to return, and when you don't, I really burn. I guess I'll never learn and show it. If you got a heart, and if you're kind, don't keep us apart. Make up your mind. You're undecided now. What are you gonna do? You're undecided now. What are you gonna? La da 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 da. All right, undecided. I'm looking at I'm going to look momentarily at the little chat stream here and see what's going on over there. Chet Walker, hi, Chet. Thank you for dropping by. Vincenzo, all right. Genius. Obviously, Vincenzo, you're a man of excellent taste. And let's see, what else do we have here? Okay. Cocktail hour, hi. Oh, and I want to officially welcome you to our music du jour. This is the Monday edition. We're into January now in 2021, and I'm sure we're all glad we turned the corner on that. And we're looking for a much better year to occur, and in a lot of different ways. Although I must say, Jessica and I are very grateful for many, many things from last year. So we don't want to discount our experience. We had a lot of challenges, but we also had a lot of triumphs, and we've had some great home projects that have turned out really nicely. That we've learned some I've learned some carpentry skills. I've learned how to use a nail gun, and that's been a lot of fun. And what else? I just got a Dremel the other day at the big box hardware store, and used it for the first time yesterday. And we're installing paneling in the basement and making a music listening room. Very excited about that. And all the vinyl in the 78s, all those recordings are going to head downstairs, and we're going to have ourselves a ball. So the year, did have some good things, and just want to call your attention to the link, the receptacle of gratitude. We're trying to survive over here in Tacoma, Washington, at the Ridgewood Room, and we really appreciate all of the wonderful donations that everybody has made. And it's not over yet, so we certainly appreciate your generosity going forward. And you can drop something in our receptacle of gratitude on Venmo, which is the preferred one, or PayPal will also work just fine. So anyway, thank you for that. I'm doing a couple of good ones that I've been playing for a few decades now. And this next one is a song that was inspired by the Boswell sisters. They recorded it. Either they did or Connie did. I can't remember. It's been a while. We haven't had all of our listening facilities up and running for some time. And we're going to have a gigantic listening festival once things get put in place. We're very excited about that. But the Boswells, I believe, did this song. It's from 1934, and I've been playing it in various groups for about 40 years now. And it's a groovy little thing called "Why Don't You Practice What You Preach?" You're always telling me what I ought to do. You tell me that it's wrong to look at somebody new. You're telling me, I'm telling you, why don't you practice what you preach? You always say to me, wait till I call. I wait and then you don't call at all. You're telling me, I'm telling you, why don't you practice what you preach? Well, you tell me I'm your sugar pie. Yeah, you tell me that you never lie. Yeah, you say that you even hope to die. Yeah, how come you tell me with your fingers crossed? You always say to me, wait till that day. I'll wait and then you think it's okay. You're telling me, I'm telling you, why don't you practice what you preach? Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Why don't you practice what you preach? Oh, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Why don't you practice what you preach? Well, you tell me I'm your sugar pie. Yeah, you tell me that you never lie. Yeah, you say that you even hope to die. Yeah, how come you tell me with your fingers crossed? You always say to me, Casey, wait till that day. I wait and then you think it's okay. It's not okay. You're telling me, I'm telling you. Why don't you practice what you preach? Why don't you practice what you preach? All right. Why don't you practice what you preach? That's a nice old tune from 1934. Got a great sheet music cover. And Randall Taylor Craven is with us today. Hi, Randall. And I want to thank Randall for participating in the questionnaire in our last cocktail hour. We had a groovy cocktail hour on January the 1st, and we've got another one coming up. And we're very excited about it. It's going to be on Thursday, January the 7th. And that cocktail hour, we have some very special guests. We have the fantastic Birch Piera and Jenny Littlefield. And they have a wonderful duet, and they sing just absolutely spectacularly. And we're absolutely delighted to have them on board. So that's this coming Thursday, and it's at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So if you're in New York, that would be 10 p.m. In Chicago, I believe, would be 9 p.m. And if you're in Boise, Idaho, I believe that would be 8 p.m. Or Salt Lake City, or I don't know what else is in the central district. Probably, I mean, Mountain Time. That would be, I think, New Mexico is Mountain Time. So anyway, there you are. It's 7 o'clock, Seattle, San Francisco, and LA on the coast. And that's the Casey MacGill Cocktail Hour. And we're very excited about that. I'm looking at my set list here. Oh, yeah. This next song, I did it just recently, but I'm a huge fan of it. And I'm thinking, you know, probably a lot of people that are tuning in today have maybe not heard the other show that I performed it on. And then those of you who are tuning in more than once, I think you're probably going to be more tolerant of me repeating a song because you're already kind of bought into the idea of me entertaining you. So I'm going to repeat this tune. And it's funny, you know, I've been collecting sheet music and excuse me, and you know, old recordings and playing vintage music for, you know, over 40 years, over 45 years. And, you know, I always keep discovering new tunes. That's one of the fun things about this vintage music. You just never run out of stuff to discover. And now with the internet, the whole thing has accelerated, and there's a small cadre of aficionados out there who collect old recordings and photographs and newspaper articles, and it's just a treasure trove. Every time I go on the internet, like on Facebook, one of my favorite historians and musicians is a gentleman in San Francisco named Nick Rossi. Wow, every day Nick has got great stuff to look at, you know, pictures, articles, recordings. So this song came to my attention. I've had a copy of this sheet music for a long time. Let's see, I'm going to get the lyrics over here. I'm still learning the words, but you know, each time I do it, it gets a little bit more coherent. And Jessica and I are actually working up a duet on this tune, and it's just a lovely tune from a movie back in the late 30s, kind of a B movie called Garden of the Moon. And that's what this song is called too, Garden of the Moon. And it's written by an ace songwriter, Mr. Harry Warren. And excuse me, I'm going to get myself situated here. And during the pandemic here, I've had time to be doing some woodshedding at home, and I've been enjoying playing the horn. So I'm going to do a little chorus of melody here, and then I'll sing it for you. And this is "Garden of the Moon" by Harry Warren. And what's that? Did you have something? Oh, I'm I'm rambling. Get to work. Sing the damn song. Okay, here we go. Here we go. One, two. Two, three. There's a garden where the flowers are sentimental hours down the lane of love. In the garden of the moon, where a couple never misses a chance to pick some kisses from off the sweetheart tree. Blossoms from above in the garden of the moon. Sweet, sweet nothings will gather on our way. Sweet, sweet somethings to put in your bouquet. It's time that we were going to where a dream is going, so come along with me. Ah, down the lane of love to the garden of the moon. There's a garden where the flowers are sentimental hours that bloom eternally. Down the lane of love in the garden of the moon. Oh, the garden of the moon, where a couple never misses a chance to pick some kisses from off that sweetheart tree. Pick 'em, baby. Blossoms from above in the garden of the moon. Garden of the moon. Ba, 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 ba. Sweet, sweet nothings will gather on our way. Sweet, sweet nothings to put in your bouquet. It's time that we were going to where a dream is growing, so come along with me down the lane of love to the garden of the moon. Garden of the moon. Isn't that a nice tune? Man, I love that song. That's The Garden of the Moon by Harry Warren, and the lyrics were shared by Johnny Mercer and Al Dubin. My guess is Al Dubin. Al Dubin started writing the lyrics, but went AWOL, and then Johnny had to come in and finish up. But anyway, that's a really fun tune, and I recommend you looking up what you can on YouTube because there's some clips out of that movie. And Joe Venuti, the great swing violin player, is in the movie and playing some great swing violin. So you definitely, if you like this music, you want to check that out. I'm going to remove the ukulele right now. And all my ukulele friends out there, please stay with me. I'm going to be playing a song on the piano, and then I'm going to come back to the ukulele. So don't be upset now. I know a lot of people want to hear me play the uke, and that's great. I appreciate that. I'm going to go over to the other camera now. Are we ready to switch? Oh, bingo! Look at that. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, actually, Jessica and I are switching to this other format. I'm not using my iPhone anymore, and we're going to be able to archive these shows on YouTube. By the way, excuse me, I recommend that you go to YouTube and please subscribe to our channel. That's Casey MacGill on YouTube. I've got a channel over there. And there's a lot of great video and whatnot archived over there. And then if you ring the bell, you will get a notification when we have a new show coming out, okay? And so right now I'm gonna, speaking of shows, by the way, Jessica did, is that a show I did, the songwriter show, is that archived on YouTube or?
No.
That's not?
Facebook.
Okay. I just did a songwriter show yesterday with Diana and
Diana
yeah,
Quinn,
Lisa. That's right, Diana and Lisa, and they're called the Snarky Sisters, and they are in the Washington D.C. area, and they've been running this songwriter showcase, and it was a lot of fun. They were absolutely great, and being on that show reminded me of this tune I'm going to play for you. And you might want to check out the show. That's the Snarky Sisters, and I don't remember the exact title of their show, but that name will allow you to find them, okay, on Facebook. And so I did a show with them yesterday, and it was all my original tunes. And this one I'm going to do is an original one. It's called Mr. Boogie Woogie Man, all right? It goes like this. I want to hold tight for seafood, Saturday night fish fry, serve up some 8-beat rhythm, see those fingers fly, lend a hand, Mr. Boogie Woogie Man. No rum and Coca-Cola, sorry, not my style. Longing for solid 4, that's what I need to smile. Understand, Mr. Boogie Woogie Man. Boogie woogie, boogie woogie, boogie woogie, boogie woogie, boogie woogie, boogie woogie. La da da, do but send the boy who blows a bugle back to Company B. I have to have a piano to blow my reveille. Make a man, Mr. Boogie Woogie Man. No moonlight serenade, just not in the mood. I want some ivory picking, and it must be in the groove. Understand, Mr. Boogie Woogie Man. Boogie woogie boogie woogie boogie woogie. Boogie woogie boogie woogie boogie woogie. La da do ah. Bop, bop, picking man, Mr. Boogie Woogie Man. Bop, bop. All right, Mr. Boogie Woogie Man. Thank you. That's one of my original tunes that I wrote back in the 1980s. And I want to do one more song for you right now. This is also an original. And this one, let's see, what camera am I going to be on? Okay, back over here. This next tune is about 5 or 6 years old and was commissioned actually by one of the premier swing dancers in the United States, Mr. Manu Smith. And Manu had a podcast called Swing Nation and was asking for a theme song. And so I wrote a tune called Swing Nation, and they used it on the show for a few years. And just recently, I recorded an orchestra version of this. I'm going to show you a picture of the CD. By the way, if you're one of those people that still play CDs, this one is a good one. There you go. And it's called the Roycroft Session. It only has 5 songs on here, but they're really great. And if you want to add this to this other one I have here, Am I Blue, which is a great CD, I can combine shipping on that. And oh, look, there it is. We've got the Am I Blue with a high 5, and then the one on the bottom, the jump one, is a vintage one from the late 90s and got me a job on Broadway in the musical Swing. And that's got 7 originals on there out of the 10 songs. And that song I opened the show with is on there, Undecided. That's a fun version. And also, Hawaii of My Dreams is mostly a duo of myself and Orville Johnson, who's a fantastic singer and dobro and guitarist. So anyway, you might want to consider those. And if you're interested, message us, or you can email me from the website, CaseyMacGill.com. And also, while we're talking about merchandise, I've got one other thing here, and that is this little, it's a thumb drive. And on this, I teach you how to play the 3 strums that I use on the uke. I've done 2 of them today, and that's my swing strum. That is the beginning of the next song I'm going to play. That's the swing strum. And then when I was doing Undecided, I was doing the shuffle strum. It's very mysterious. It's not hard to do, but it's all feel. And we have close-ups of my hands doing the strumming, and also we have slow motion. So I think it's real helpful, you know, if you want to advance your learning on playing in these various swing styles. And I have one more, and that is a rumba strum, and it's which I break down into 3 different morsels. Anyway, but you might want to consider that. That's the thumb drive, and I can set you up with one of those too. I got one more tune to do for you right now. This is my original called Swing Nation. You might be saying, that sounds a little bit like Swing Brothers Swing. Yes, it does. What's your point? Hit that jive, close the door, get the carpet off the floor, Swing Nation. people grooving together. Lindy, Bow, Charleston too. Rhythm is our golden rule, swing nation. People grooving together. All around the planet, gates are in the groove. I don't have to understand it, you just have to move. Truck on down, pimp your stroll. Put some jelly on that roll, swing nation. People grooving together. La da 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 da, do da do da do da do da do da, do da do da do da do da 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 da. La la da do da 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 do 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 da. La la da 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 da. La la da la da 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 da. La da da. La da 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 da. Ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah. La da 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 da. Oh, hit that jive, close the door, get the carpet off the floor, swing nation. People grooving together. Lindy, Bow, Charleston too. Rhythm is our golden rule, swing nation. People grooving together. Gates are in the groove. I don't have to understand it, you just have to move. Truck on down, pimp your stroll. Put some jelly on that roll, swing nation. People grooving together. Swing nation, people grooving together. All right, thanks for tuning in today, everybody. It's great to see your names scrolling by on the comments. And remember, this Thursday at 7 o'clock, we've got a brand new cocktail hour with our special musical guests, Birch Piera and Jenny Littlefield. It's going to be great. And also, I'm doing my music du jour, my little musical sets, daily, Monday through Friday. So I'll be back with you tomorrow about this time, a little after 12:30. And please join me again for that, and I will look forward to seeing you. Here we go. I'm going to play you out with a little Swing Nation. Hit that jive, close the door, put the carpet off the floor, Swing Nation. People grooving together. Lindy, Bow, Charleston too. It is our golden rule, Swing Nation. All around the planet, Amy, gates are in the groove. Don't have to understand it, you just have to move. Truck on down, pimp your stroll, put some jelly on that roll, Swing Nation. People groove together. Swing Nation.